Welcome to tuberchat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The first channel that we're looking at today is Jibry's World, who's a new channel, but has been back to tuberchat ever since finding us just a few short weeks ago. I hope everybody will subscribe to this channel. If you haven't already, you can see that they're a generous creator and that they've already got the featured channels collaboration going on the road to 100 subscribers. tuberchat's right there, and then that means, of course, they are listed in our featured channels on our front page as well. So thank you, everybody, for coming in, especially so early. Too Fat, Too Furious, it's good to have you back. 49-cent range Hamilton, it's great to see you back in the house. I'm sure we're going to get you to pass your goal today. You're very close. So the object here in tuberchat is always to go first. Make the first move, reach out to other creators. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. AC469, good to have you back. Embracing Everyday Realities, it's great to see you here. Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo, thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining me earlier on my personal channel as well. I did a live stream earlier today. And MSK Family Vlogs, it's great to have you back in the house. Rebecca Rose is with us. And Robin Mitchell, it's great to have you here again. And Scratch and Pete, our beloved moderator, has got a premiere coming out on Monday. So tuberchat is always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And what we will do is at the beginning of the live stream on Monday, right before tuberchat starts, 15 minutes beforehand, we will go to Scratch and Pete's premiere and get a look at the channel trailer and learn what PA's channel is going to be all about. And then we'll head into tuberchat and continue meeting new friends and family members the way we always do. Blood Dragon is back in the house. Thanks for coming in. Business Basics with Mr. Long is here. I did mention Embracing Everyday Realities. Michael's Adventures, it's always great to have you in the house. One of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube is with us all the time. That's Michael's Adventures. And then Stephanie is Everything, 260. It's great to have you back in the house. You are a member, so I'm going to make sure that you are on the wheel right away. Kristen Welton, my love, is here as a member and a moderator. Her monetization celebration is coming up, I believe it's 1 week from today. She has recently become monetized. That Blue Moon, it's always wonderful to see you in the house. And Grinch 1984 is always entertaining to have, whether it's on a live stream or here in tuberchat. So thank you for coming back in. Hopefully everybody's already having a good time connecting, meeting new friends and family members. So then for those of you who are a little bit newer to tuberchat, if you haven't been here too much before or very often, the object here is to go first. Basically what happens is everybody in the chat is expecting to subscribe to your channel after you subscribe to theirs. What happens with people who are a little bit newer is there are a lot of people who come here very often or have been with tuberchat for many months. So basically what happens is when somebody is a little bit newer, people in the chat who are here often will be hesitant to connect with you right away because they'll want to see how you act in the chat first, how you interact with everybody, and how genuine you're likely to be before they'll start connecting with you. So the best idea is to show everybody how genuine you are. You make the first move, reach out to other creators in the chat. You can meet anybody that you'd like to. If you take your time, meet people one by one. Specifically, the way that we connect here in tuberchat is to pick somebody out of the chat that you want to connect with, leave a single emoji next to their name in the chat, head to their channel, watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long, preferably 2, 3, 4, or even 5 minutes. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. And it should be at least a couple of full sentences so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. Then give the creator a thumbs up because we should always be doing that for each other. And then subscribe to them and come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know you've secured that connection the right way, and then they can turn around, find your comment easily if you say something about the video that you watched, and they will do the same process for your channel as well. And then, yeah, AC469, I didn't see Pick Boss. Ace Flaw 1 is willing to swap playlists, and Rebecca Rose is willing as well. So if anybody is willing to swap playlists with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat, and you will find other creators hopefully reaching out to you to make those arrangements. And if you see somebody saying that and you're willing to swap playlists, then please reach out to them and make those arrangements. Everybody's free to do that independently, of course. And then Vegan Realist, good to see you in the house. Jeremy's Autistic Vlogs, thanks for coming back in. And if anybody needs me to clarify what I'm talking about when we go through the idea of swapping playlists, it's a simple arrangement. It just means you're going to run a playlist of their videos for them. They're going to run a playlist of your videos for you. So you make a playlist containing all of your videos. And in the case of Gibry's World here, we might call it all of Gibry's World, or binge watch Gibry's World, or something like that. No live streams. If you want to, you can make a separate playlist for that purpose that has live streams in it, but I always recommend not using live streams for this purpose. And then you just simply send the link however you'd like to, whether it's on Instagram, Facebook, or anything like that. Like I said, everybody's free to make those arrangements independently. The reason why I push it so much here on TuberChat is because once you've traded favors with somebody, you have basically got the opportunity for a friendship to start and hopefully flourish. And this is where your most loyal and dedicated supporters will come in, when you have true friends that care about your success, so that every time you post a video, you've got lots of views, lots of likes, lots of comments. And when you're live streaming, you got lots of people hanging out. Those are all the things we need as growing YouTubers. Oh, that Blue Moon has a video taken off that hit 2K. I'm going to be curious to see that. We'll get your channel up here today, and then I'll have a look at that. I want to see what you've got going on. When I talk about what we're doing, we're not always necessarily looking for our mistakes and how to correct them. Of course, we want to do that, but we're also looking for what we're doing right so that we can duplicate our own success. So I'm curious to know what that Blue Moon has got going on to get a good reaction like that. Angel Light Over Darkness 33, thank you for coming back in. It's great to see you in the house always. Oh, Michael's Adventures is going to everybody's house today, and that's great. But it's always great to have Michael's Adventures in the chat. He's one of the most supportive creators on YouTube. If you are willing to swap playlists, then please swap with Michael's Adventures. He's working on his hours as well, but is always willing to help everybody. The Zeovobic 73 channel, good to see you here. And forgive me because I have managed to get myself a little bit behind. I'll try to keep it up today, and we'll start getting the wheel going very quickly today. Too Fat, Too Furious. Hopefully I welcomed you when you first came in. Rather do it twice than not at all. And then Stephanie is Everything 260. It's great to see you. I know I mentioned it before. I'm just making sure that I'm not missing anything in the chat. Thank you for those of you who've joined me earlier. I did a live stream on my personal channel, and we just walked around Niagara Falls again. I haven't done that in a few weeks, but it's nice to see the autumn fall colors, because in Canada we have drastic climate change between summer and winter, and we're right in the middle of it now. Alternative Tongue, I'm always good. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you're doing well also. I am living the dream when I'm here at TuberChat. Hopefully you're going to get some value out of it as well, meet lots of friends and family members. Jeremy's Autistic Vlogs is willing to swap playlists. Christy Montero, thank you for coming in. And I think I'm getting close to being caught up. I certainly don't mean to miss anything in the chat. If I do, then please just have patience with me. And then Robin Mitchell, you'll find many different channels here with many different niches. You will find some health and beauty channels because those are popular niches, and we do have several creators that do a little bit of that and some that do a lot. But you'll find creators of all different sorts here, and hopefully you're willing to support other creators as much as you would love to have them support you as well. And the object here at TuberChat is to make the first move, go ahead, meet other creators, and they will end up subscribing to your channel after you subscribe to theirs. There's Vern's Junk Closet. Thank you for coming in. Vern's Junk Closet is another member, so we're going to put her on the wheel right away. She is a very much loved and well-respected member, not only of our community, but the small YouTuber community as a whole. She shares her knowledge about everything YouTube related, and then as well allows people to connect in her live streams the way we do here. She's got 2 channels. Vern's Junk Closet is the better known with over 4,000 subscribers, and she's got a second channel moving now as well so that she can help people in even more ways. And then Business Basics with Mr. Longs is about to hit 400, so that's good news. We love the milestones. And then Alternative Tongue just had the first taste of winter this week. Forgive me for not remembering, but where are you from, Alternative Tongue? And I think I'm just about caught up. JD Knight 7 is in the house. Thanks for coming in. So let's spin the wheel. Let's get our first channel up here. I'll do some house cleaning on the wheel, and we'll think about adding some more names to the wheel shortly. Kristen Welton's going to be the first one. Kristen Welton happens to be my girlfriend. We live together in Niagara Falls, Canada. She's in the chat as a member and a moderator, but she has her own channel, as you'll see right now. And she's recently become monetized. So she's officially monetized now, as is actually Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo. They became monetized this week. They are doing their monetization celebration tomorrow after TuberChat. Kristen will do hers next Saturday after TuberChat. So hopefully everybody will join her on her channel. She does her own thing. It's very much hers. She does the swapping playlist collaboration. She does the featured channels collaboration as well. And she posts frequently, sometimes as often as 2 or 3 times per week. And I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything in the chat, but it looks like we're doing okay. Oh, Calgary, Alternative Tongue. I feel like I should have remembered that. All right, so Kristen Welton is here. I'm just going to do, like I said, some house cleaning here. I'm not going to wait too long before I start getting names onto the wheel. For those of you who don't know already or are a little bit newer to TuberChat, I have a robot that helps me. It's called Botissimo. It's similar to Nightbot or Streamlabs or the other ones that you hear about all the time, and it keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. Once a little while has passed, and I know you're active, growing your channel, meeting new friends and family members, you get added to the wheel. The wheel, of course, is random, but when I spin and your name comes up, then if you're still here at that time, you put your channel up on the screen, and then we talk about it for a few moments if that's what you would like. In the case of members, for all members, when I first see them in the chat, a name gets added to the wheel right away. And then as well, there's other memberships. When we have silver and gold memberships, their names are added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not. And then with the case of gold members, their link is dropped every 30 minutes, as you will see. For just vlogging life, Nightbot will take care of that for us. Here's MSK Family Vlogs. This is a dynamic family of creators. I caught a live stream from them the other day, actually. It was a birthday party. They were doing, if I understood exactly what was happening, right, because of social distancing, they had like a little parade going on where everybody was in their cars and they were driving around. Where did it go? Let me see if I can find it in your videos. There it is. Birthday card parade. So that's interesting. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong about the reasoning for it and all that, but it's interesting to see the different things that are going on in the world now, the positives that are coming out of the changes people are making to their daily lives based on everything we have to deal with. Eve Belize is in the house, another beloved member. We're just going to get her on the wheel right away, and we will get to the robot very soon. We'll add more names to the wheel. And that Blue Moon, I'm always happy when you're here. You are a wonderfully positive and appreciative presence in the chat, and it's a pleasure always having you here. So I think we're just about caught up. That Blue Moon is trying to post more things that they know that people want. So we'll go through channels a little bit faster today. That's a close one there, but it looks like Stephanie is everything 260 is coming up right now. Grandma Faye LME is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Another member. Let me get. I'm going to get Stephanie up on the screen first, and then I'm going to add Grandma Faye LME onto the wheel right away. So hopefully everybody will connect with Stephanie is everything 260 on the road to 400. Moving along just nicely. So maybe I should mention something for a quick second. So we talk about it all the time. Most of you who've been here before have heard me go on and on and on for a month now about the purging and glitching and everything else, the struggles we've all been going through. So the first thing is, and I say this now all the time, but if you remember when you started, YouTube started your channel, and if somebody had said to you, but it's not always going to be easy, there might be a little bit of, rough patches here and there. Would you have said, well, I'm not doing it then? Or would you have said, well, I don't care, I'm doing it anyway, and I will survive the rough patches? So that's the first thing. The other thing, too, is, as I said already, Kristen Welton and Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo, among other channels, have been monetized during this time. So hopefully you find that a little bit motivating and reassuring that things are still moving, just maybe a little bit slower than they were a few months ago. It's just not as easy as it was at the beginning of the summer, but we'll see what happens. But as long as everybody keeps doing what they are supposed to be doing, the channels will grow. And don't forget about your organic growth as well. If you're consistently putting out quality content every week, you're going to find your channel growing, and eventually you're going to get everything you wanted out of YouTube in the first place anyway, especially when you have lots of friends and family members like what we're meeting here today, and your channel has a strong and solid foundation. Robin Mitchell, hopefully your weekend is going well, although you're at the same time as you're asking everybody how their weekends are. Mine is going fantastically. So Stephanie is everything 260. I did promise I was going to get to names on the wheel early, so let me see if I can do something about that right now. The robot takes about 15 or 20 minutes to kick in, but I'm going to see if it's working yet. With more people home, I think the pace of new channels starting up has probably increased this year. That Blue Moon, you're probably right. Let's get your channel onto the wheel right away. That Blue Moon is up there. Too Fat, Too Furious. Now, again, I put these channels up here, but typically what I do is when your name comes up after I spin the wheel, I check to make sure if you're still here first before I put the channels up on the screen. But I want to get started with this early today. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up here, and then I'll add some more. So That Blue Moon, Too Fat, Too Furious, Jeremy's Autistic Vlogs, and Grinch 1984 on the wheel now. And we're going to look at That Blue Moon right now. So let me get the link happening here. Hopefully Nightbot is on the case. There's the link in the chat for That Blue Moon. And the reason why we do that is because That Blue Moon has a great name for their channel. And what happens sometimes when you have either a popular name or popular words in your name, then it can be challenging to get up the search results, as you'll see right now. So when I search for That Blue Moon, I have to click on channels. It's about the third one right now. But as the subscribers grow for this channel and as the activity continues consistently, you will find that channels like this will have the search results favoring them more and more as time goes on. So unfortunately, it's a little bit tougher for you than it is for everybody else getting your first 1,000 subscribers. But once you get it, the search results will be in your favor. And hopefully before that, anyway, I did manage to catch the premiere of this video right here. You're actually doing fantastic. Almost 200 views in 8 hours, which is great. That Blue Moon, that's good news. I was there for that premiere and finally got a look at how the game Among Us actually works, because it's a game that's like, you know, sweeping the planet right now. And I haven't played it yet, but I've been hearing lots of good talk about it anyway. Oh, JD Knight 7, thank you for the like and the share. Yes, if anybody has the ability to share the stream out, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, of course, I'll appreciate it. It'll help us get more channels in here, and it pushes TuberChat a little bit farther into the algorithm so that we can get found easier and maximize our impact. And then, of course, the thumbs up. It really does help the stream. Even I have to be reminded sometimes, but especially if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off for a second to give the thumbs up, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second, and it really does help the stream, so I'll appreciate it. So let's look also. Here we go. Nice Drive at Night is your video. That Blue Moon has this video here only 2 months ago that's got 2,000 views, so it's moving along nicely. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm absolutely amazed. And the reason why is because so I manage a few channels for a couple of other people, but when I have gotten into videos that have to do with driving, or even in the middle of a live stream, if we have to drive somewhere, we lose like half the people right away. I haven't had success with driving videos. So I don't know exactly what you're doing here. I'm going to inspect this. Probably I'm going to put this in my watch later list because I want to see what you're doing. I'm going to use TubeBuddy to pull it up and have a look at what you might have done to get such a good reaction on that video. The thumbnail is probably a good part of it because, you know, you're obviously showing the action of the drive right there, which is great. But that's good news for That Blue Moon. So I'm going to drop their link one more time if it will let me. Nightbot is on a timer, so it usually only wants you to do things like once every 5 minutes or something like that. There it is. So if anybody wants to connect with this channel easily, the link for That Blue Moon is right there. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat or anybody coming in. I was a little bit behind there, just inspecting this channel and having a look at what's going on. James Tamburo, good to have you back. Thanks for coming in. Just Teresa, good to see you here. Thank you very much. The Legend of Drake, good to see you here. I think this is your first time with TuberChat, so please forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but hopefully you will feel welcome and find yourself some new friends and family members by going through the chat and meeting anybody that you'd like. If you take your time and meet people one by one and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. And James Tamburo, thank you for sharing on Pinterest. I appreciate that. Oh, Too Fat, Too Furious. The link is right above your comment there, actually, for That Blue Moon. Pardon me, my eye is just a little itchy there. My pleasure, That Blue Moon. Mike the Creator, thank you for coming back in. And very cool. Oh, on Mashana's live. Good. Mashana is a very much loved and well-respected member of our community. So it's great that you're here from there. Thank you very much for that. We'll spin. We'll get another channel up on the screen, and then we'll see what's happening. So here's Grandma Faye LME. Oh, yeah, the Legend of Drake. That's great. I hope that you can find lots more friends and family members here. The only thing, because you're new, and for anybody that's new to TuberChat, we always have a few new channels that come in every day. The object here is always to go first. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to any creators that you'd like to, but you will be expected to make the first move. And the reason why is because there are a lot of channels who've been with TuberChat for many months, and there's a lot of channels that come here either every day or as often as they can. When they see somebody new, they will watch and see how you interact with everybody else in the chat first before they will reach out to you, because they want to make sure you're going to be genuine before they put in the effort. But the object for everybody is to go first here. So as long as you're willing to do that, you will start finding your channel growing in no time. And then James Tamburo, yeah, I have a robot here that just keeps track of how active everybody is, and it keeps a little leaderboard for me. And then when it's everybody's turn, I add names to the wheel. This is Grandma Faye LME. She happens to be a member, so her channel was added as soon as she walked in with 333 subscribers, which is an interesting number. Well on the road to 400, so hopefully we will push you a little bit farther today and get you a little bit closer to that goal. It must be on your mind. Legend of Drake is a gamer. We got lots of gaming channels that come through TuberChat, and lots of other channels that contain a little bit of gaming as well. So I don't want to pull Grandma Faye LME off just yet, but Jenny O'Brien will be next. Jenny O'Brien is a silver member, and so what that means is that her channel gets added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether she's here or not. And the Urban Cook is here. Thanks for coming in. Ferdinand Surge, good to see you back in the house. Yeah, it's been a little while, but I'm glad that you're here. Hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members and get some value out of your time. I got to make sure people are here before I keep adding names to the wheel. So Jenny O'Brien, let me get that channel up right now, and I'll see what I'm going to do about adding names to the wheel. The reason why I use the robot to help me figure out the order in which to put everybody on the wheel, it's not just about how long you're here. It's also about how active you are meeting new friends and family members, because the biggest way for me personally to benefit and for TuberChat to benefit is for you to grow your channel, so that as you become successful and people ask you how you did it, you will hopefully point to TuberChat as something that they need in their lives, and then TuberChat will continue to grow. But it's not just about the time that you're here. So the robot helps me keep track, and then that way, so, you know, sometimes we have channels that come in and just like drop a hello and stuff like that, and that's okay. But I want to make sure that the channels who are focusing on growing are getting the attention that they deserve before anything else. And we have a new channel in, Yasu. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, Yazoo or Yasu. Yeah, that should be okay. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. This is obviously your first time with TuberChat, but you're welcome to meet as many friends and family members here as you would like. If you want to take your time, meet people one by one, follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, and then you'll have an easy time here. Sam's Art Studio, it's good to see you here. Lenise TV, it's great to have you back. Skywatcher Footage is in the house. Very good. So specifically, the way that we connect here for anybody that's brand new to TuberChat is to leave a single emoji in the chat next to somebody's name to let them know that you want to connect with them. Then head to their channel and watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long, preferably 2, 3, 4, or 5 minutes. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of full sentences so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. And then give the creator a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. Then subscribe to them and come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured that connection the right way. And then say something about the video that you watched so that they can turn around and find your comment easily, and then they will do the same full process for your channel. Peachy Vibes, good to see you here. I think you've been here before, but forgive me for if I'm wrong about that. If this is your first time with TuberChat, hopefully you're feeling welcome and you can meet as many new friends and family members as you'd like. There's lots of dynamic creators in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Albert, aka Turtle, good to see you here. It's going great for me. Hopefully it is for you as well. And Becky Pactois Pickney is here. Thank you for coming in, which reminds me that if anybody in the chat is willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat, and hopefully other creators will reach out to you, and everybody's free to make those arrangements independently. And if you see somebody say that they're willing to swap playlists and you're willing, then please reach out to them as well. Okay, thank you, Robin Mitchell. Yeah, tomorrow's a little bit earlier. Thank you, Albert, aka Turtle. Oh, okay. Robin Mitchell is just gonna head out. I'll put the channel up anyway because I just want to see it for a second, but we'll move on quickly. Thanks, James Tamburo, as well. Finding happiness in all you do. Great to see you here. They're willing to swap playlists as well. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Robin Mitchell is a new connection for TuberChat. I feel like you've been here before, but if I'm wrong about that, then please just forgive me. And I'll explain how we're going to connect. Sergeant Life is here. Thank you for coming in. So because Robin Mitchell is a new connection for TuberChat, what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so just take this latest video you've done, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment for you. I'll give you a thumbs up, and then I will subscribe to you, and in that way I'll make sure this connection sticks. Hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Oh, very good, Robin Mitchell. Yeah, we often get into things like swapping playlists, and we get into tutorials. We get into talks about how to make channel art. Like you've already doing a good job with your thumbnails and your banner and things like that. Sometimes we get into that. We get into the meat and potatoes of the analytics behind your videos and tags and descriptions and all that good stuff as well. So hopefully as you spend more time with TuberChat, we'll be able to go over some of that stuff. And if anybody has questions that they think I can answer, I'll be happy to give it a try to the best of my ability. And then hopefully as we share our knowledge together here, we can all make the best decisions for our channels. Here's Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo, who are very much loved and well-respected members of our community, but then as well, they are loyal and dedicated supporters. So they have just become monetized and already got their join button ready to go. I just want to see what they got on here. Their monetization celebration is tomorrow. You've already got some custom emojis going on, which is great. And you've already got a few levels going on, which is fantastic too. So you can join their channel for as little as $1.99 a month. That's Canadian. Changes currencies in different countries, obviously. And then we've got shout outs and videos. And then we've got behind the scenes videos and connecting on social media. And then you've got some unreleased footage and early access to new videos and behind the scenes videos. Cool. Very, very cool. So hopefully everybody will connect with this channel if you haven't already. And this brings up a perfect opportunity for me to remind everybody. I know things have been a little bit tougher over the last month. YouTube's taking away views and watch time and subscribers and everything else. But Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo became monetized in this time, which just shows you that it's possible. And forgive me, I get behind in the chat a little bit. I'm going to try not to do that too much. Vegas Girl, good to see you back. Thank you for coming in. I'm always good. Hopefully you are as well. Legend of Drake is asking in a live chat, if we type in the message goes away automatically, then what is the fault? The reason why is because in tuberchat I have a very extensive banned words list. There's a lot of things that you wouldn't want anybody to say in any live stream that can't be said here. So I also have added to that list. So there's a lot of simple things like, subscribers and subscribing. We can't say that stuff because sub for sub behavior itself is clearly spelled out as being against YouTube's community guidelines, and you can get your channel deleted for that reason. We are not about sub for sub here. Not that that matters for what you're asking, because we're talking about banned words. If there's something you can't type in the chat, it's because either the list that I have downloaded, I didn't make it, somebody else generously made it, but I have added to it, then it's something that may not be a good idea to be said in this chat, because in growth streams like tuberchat, they are a little bit more under the microscope by YouTube, and some more things can be considered spam in our chat than in other chats. But everybody in tuberchat is always so respectful, really don't have to worry about it too much. So that might be the reason why your messages are disappearing. What if you type something and the banned words list is taking care of it? So just maybe try experimenting with your words. Anything that you think might not be acceptable based on what we're doing is probably the reason, but it has nothing to do with you. And then Jaden, everybody's losing people these days. Hopefully most people are growing more than they're losing, but everybody's been going through purging and glitching and everything else for the last little while. We've been talking about that quite a bit. And then I Love Kathy 138 is in the chat. Soleil, it's great to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully you're going to meet some new friends and family members for your channel as well. And forgive me because I get behind. I certainly, the words are making it happen. That's what it is. So the Legend of Drake, the other thing is tuberchat is the most strict. Like my idea is, not to be a strict person. Hopefully I'm a nice enough guy, but our chat is so strict here that I've incorporated every rule that I think needs to be followed for every growth stream that's out there. So the reason why, first of all, ours is nice and safe. We haven't had a problem yet, knock on wood. But when you go out into other growth streams, when tuberchat can't be here, I want you to be able to maximize your impact there as well. So if you can get through meeting friends and family members here, where I don't do anything to make it easy on anybody. That's why we don't have a lot of moderators. I take moderating very seriously, and we don't drop a lot of links. So I don't do anything to make it easy, and that leads to a much more loyal and dedicated bunch of supporters that you'll find for your channel, in my opinion. Seems to be working, but you'll have an easier time everywhere else for that reason. And then forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. And then, yes, that blue moon, it is nice that we can all grow together. When you have people that are actually interested in your success, that want to see you succeed, like as if we're a team or a family, which is what it starts to feel like, then life is so much easier when you put out a video and you know you're going to get 100 views in the first day and lots of comments and lots of likes. And every time you live stream, you're going to have friends that are going to show up. That's what we're here for. TuberChat is just a meeting place so that we can all connect and then become loyal and dedicated supporters to one another. It's not for everybody. 99% of the people who come through TuberChat, that speak to us, like that don't just come watch and leave, but actually say something in the chat, seem to be of the same mindset. There are always going to be a few people who don't want to do it and they just leave. We've had people who come in, like for instance, they don't want to subscribe to anybody. They only want people to subscribe to them. Hey, I understand. It's just not the way that I'm doing it. So that's fine. But hopefully everybody here is of the same mindset. We are out for the hope of supporting other creators, knowing that that is what will lead to our own success when they return those favors and come back and support us as well. And then this is Grinch 1984 parodies and originals. I often find Grinch hanging out with Past Life Explorer on a few live streams. I've been lucky to catch them. They're always having dynamic conversations. And Grinch 1984 is a very entertaining channel. So hopefully everybody will subscribe to them. They're on the road to 400. Hopefully we'll push them a little bit closer today. And then hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. If there's anything that I've missed, just please have patience with me, mention it again, and then I will address anything that I need to as best I can. So I love Kathy 138. The best idea when you're wanting to swap playlists with people is to make the arrangements independently. So you can just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. And then other creators should reach out to you. And then if you see somebody say that, you reach out to them one by one. That's the best way to get it done, because the reason why I push it so much is because I want you to gain friends here, true friends that will care about your success. And once you've traded favors with somebody, it allows the possibility of that friendship to start. And I've been very lucky because we've been doing this for a long time now, many months, and I've gained lots and lots of friends. We talk on Instagram or Facebook outside and talk about YouTube and share our knowledge together so that we can improve our channels. James Tamburo is connecting with everybody, which is great. And then James Tamburo, hopefully you're just getting value out of this. So AC469, advertising can always help, but the most important part of advertising is measuring afterwards. So in the case of a cooking channel, yeah, like you can make any video, I believe, an ad. We've seen ads that are an hour and a half long. So you can turn almost any video into an ad, but you can deliberately make one as well. You can produce an advertisement video if you'd like to, similar to what you might see on television or something, whatever you think is the best decision for your channel. I recommend to everybody, it's always based on budget, right? If you have a bit of money that you can try experimenting with, then that can help. But not everybody can. So I would also think about backing everything up with social media networks. And then as well, YouTube really the algorithm favors you when you bring in people who are not already watching YouTube at that moment. So if you can advertise on Facebook and get somebody from Facebook to come onto YouTube, that is gold. It's one of the best things that you can do. So advertising is something to experiment with. I haven't done a lot of it when it comes to YouTube videos because I've been trying to do everything organically, right? And force that success that way. But it is a possibility. So I recommend, if you have a budget and you're able to measure, then absolutely give it a try. Advertise, because there's different answers for different channels, of course. There are some things that are universal truths for all of us, but there are many things that are relatable only on an individual basis. And then forgive me because I'm a little bit behind. House of X Entertainment Inc. is back in the house. That's It's Me, Wanston, Yes Honey, and Yo, it's your boy Leo together in a joint business venture. I'll spin the wheel in another second. Let me spin it right now, actually, and then I'll clean up the list a little bit. I'll add some more names shortly. MAH videos, I'm always doing good. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you are as well. So look at that. House of X Entertainment Inc. is going to come up right away. They're a member, so they get added to the wheel as soon as I see them. But I'm going to add some more names to the wheel from Bautissimo in a moment. So like I said, this is Yo, it's your boy Leo, and it's me, Wanston, yes, honey, who have both been with TuberChat from the very beginning and with me before that. They are at 97 subscribers. So YouTube's playing games with them, right? With the glitching and the purging and holding them back from the 100. We're trying desperately to get them the 100 and get that locked in. But this is a joint channel between the two of them, and I hope everybody will subscribe to this channel right away. We all know what it's like to hit a different milestone, and we all know how great that is and how important it is in our success. So hopefully everybody will support House of X Entertainment Inc. Like I said, they've been here with TuberChat since the beginning. And then we can push them over that hump and get it locked in. Oh, which editor is best for vids without watermarks? MAH videos. The most popular is Adobe Premiere, although these things can be expensive, right? I'm unfortunately not familiar with many programs that are not paid for, like professional or whatever. So I happen to have Adobe Premiere. I happen to have, I don't use it. I use Final Cut Pro for Mac, which is just a beefed up version of iMovie. So if you have an iPhone or an iPad or an iMac, you have a program called iMovie, and it's free, and it comes with it, and there's no watermarks. So that's one. Windows used to have a program called Windows Movie Maker. My understanding, and I'm not sure about this, is that Windows 10 comes with a Photos app, and in that Photos app, you can edit as well. Now, I don't know how easy it is to add footage that you didn't take with a GoPro into GoPro's program, but GoPro apparently offers a free program as well where you can edit videos, and there won't be a watermark in there either. But there's many others as well. If anybody in the chat knows of programs, like whatever programs you're using to edit your videos, please just mention them so that we can all share that information. MAH Videos is just asking about editors. I started with iMovie, and I use Final Cut Pro all the time now, but I sometimes go back to iMovie if I have to do something quick and simple. Sabai CM, thank you for coming in. And hopefully I'm not, I know I'm a little bit far behind in the chat. Hopefully I'll catch up without too much trouble here. Please just be patient with me for anybody that's come in. I certainly don't mean to miss anything in the chat. Declan Fans 2020, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming back in. And it looks like we're all doing good, meeting new friends and family members. Our friend Yasu is, I use Clipchamp. That's a new one. Well, it's not a new one. I haven't heard of it, but that's an interesting one. Anybody can look up. Clipchamp might be a good program for us to look into. AC469, I can. I don't know if did I ever do an editing? I don't think I ever did a video editing tutorial, but that is a great idea. I have probably always meant to do that. I've got a couple of videos filmed that I can probably do that with. Maybe I will plan for that and try to get that happening in the next week or so, AC469. But thank you for the push, because that's a great idea. So, and that Blue Moon is mentioning Filmora. Filmora is popular. KindMaster is popular. Fonto for Eve Belize is talking about thumbnails. Gibry's World. Sorry, I don't know if I actually welcomed you, Gibry's World. I know you've been in the chat the whole time, but that's our featured channel for today. Every day we feature a different channel here on TuberChat. Sela the Gabbing Goblin, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. This is your first time with TuberChat, but we have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can meet as many friends and family members for your channel as you'd like. If you just take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen. Oh, and Photoshop as well. Yeah, AC469. I haven't done a ton with Photoshop. I did one tutorial on my personal channel for Photoshop, and that was a live stream. It's a little bit lengthy, where I was designing business cards for people's YouTube channels, which then on my 1,000 subscriber giveaway video was what I kind of have as to give away to somebody. But I can do more of that. I've done some Canva stuff. The principles are all similar with different graphic design programs, but I use Photoshop all the time, so that's a good idea too. Maybe I can find a way to come up with something I can do on Photoshop as well, like making thumbnails or something like that. Oh, Lenny's TV. So a thumbnail into iMovie, when I've used iMovie, I find that dragging in a photo is fairly straightforward, but getting it to act the way you want as a video, if you wanted to have your thumbnail, for instance, running as part of the video, or you wanted to do something with it, like, you know, expand it out or put a special effect on it or something. But otherwise, you don't really, if that's not your purpose, you don't need the thumbnail to be in iMovie, because you design the thumbnail outside. It's just an image, and that just gets uploaded to YouTube. But I wonder, maybe I can do a live stream of either iMovie or iMovie would be the best idea for me, because I use that stuff so much. Final Cut Pro, not everybody has, right? But iMovie, anybody, at least with Apple, has that for free, and then we can talk about how to do a few things. All other programs are going to be similar. The idea and the concepts are all similar. USA Scratchers is in the house. That was the channel I was talking about, actually. So we've got another channel here in our chat as a moderator, forgive me, is Scratch and Pete, which we know as PA. And clearly he's changed the name, like, so we know that it's PA. So Scratch and Pete now, the channel is ready to go and has a premiere on Monday. And we don't know what the channel is going to entail yet. However, the channel art looks like scratching lottery tickets. So I wonder if you might, hopefully you're connected, USA Scratchers, with Scratch and Pete. Because if I'm right, then you'll be in the same niche. Now, this is interesting. So here's probably a part of our glitching and everything else. I'm going to check something, actually. Jeremy's Autistic Vlog shouldn't be in the Watch Later. Jeremy's Autistic Vlogs. I didn't clear my Watch Later list yesterday. Jeremy's Autistic Vlogs has been with TuberChat for, it feels like a month now at least. So TuberChat should already have been subscribed. So I'll guess that this is part of the glitch and purge and everything else that's going on, where Jeremy's Autistic Vlogs is not connected. Either that, or we haven't had your channel up on the screen yet ever, but I can't believe that that would even be the case either. I think we should have already been connected. So anyways, I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream, but we're going to have to reconnect this. So I'm going to look for a 10-minute video if I can find one. I just like to give you a few minutes of watch time if I can. 11:14. So I'm going to take this video here, add it into my Watch Later list. Then what I will do is go through my Watch Later list. Today I'll make sure I do it in the next 24 hours. And I'll watch that video in full. I'll give you a meaningful, genuine comment related to that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, of course. We should always be doing that for each other. And then I will subscribe to you. And in that way, I will make sure that the subscription sticks. Jeremy's Autistic Vlogs is obviously already connected to TuberChat. Hopefully you have the bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then Jaden, no, there's one video that I put up today, but I just put it up because I've been so behind on my personal channel and putting up videos. So I put a video up today and I did a live stream, but I did not schedule them. So I know we talked about me showing you how to schedule a video. Maybe what I could do is when I do the video editing live stream that we're talking about with AC469, maybe I can incorporate the idea of scheduling a video for release as well, or a premiere. I'll spin the wheel. I'm going to add some more names shortly. Okay, thank you, That Blue Moon. Yes, AC469, I did Jeff's business cards as well. I've been doing graphic design for a long, long time. I used to be a DJ, and when I was working in nightclubs and stuff like that, occasionally I'd run my own parties. And when I did, I had the hardest time finding people to do graphic design for me. It seemed that the most talented people, I couldn't get to do any work, and then the people who were willing to work just weren't quite as talented, and the product wasn't as good. So I had to learn. So I learned. That's a long time ago now, but now I just do all my own graphic design. So I design all business cards and stuff like that for people if they need it as well. Not often. I happen to be a print broker, so I can print as well, but I don't do a ton of it. It's really more family, friends, and stuff like that. Here's Too Fat, Too Furious. I've got your bell on now. I just swapped playlists with them. So if you want to swap playlists, I know they're willing to do that. They've got their 200 subscribers locked in, and now they're officially on the road to 300. Oh, forgive me, I'm behind again. Declan Fans 2020. I got a new copyright tab on YouTube Studio. And yes, so the reason for the copyright tab when you get it, and it's usually after you have 1,000 subscribers, is because if somebody else takes your content and puts it up on their channel, you will get a notification in your copyright tab to let you know if they can content match it, right? It works fairly well. I don't know how much it misses, but it catches a lot of stuff. So you can react accordingly. If you've given somebody permission to use a part of your video or your video, you can whitelist it so that it doesn't have problems. They don't get a copyright strike or anything, or you can give a takedown notice and make sure that the stuff gets taken down, and then get YouTube to issue copyright strikes if it's necessary, or claims. Finding happiness in all you do. You need to get a. Do you need to put a regular thumbnail for a shorts video? But somebody asked me, and honestly, I didn't know. If I'm asked again, I'd like to know. Yes, it seems to me, yes, that you do. So the video is in vertical format, but the thumbnail is in horizontal format. So that's, you know, kind of challenging, right? Like, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can go about doing that. But if you keep in mind every time you're going to film anything that you're going to need a thumbnail, what I do as a best practice is I take the thumbnail photos first before I start filming, unless it's something where it requires a before and after. I might take some thumbnail photos in between takes while filming, or at the end when whatever project is finished that I was filming. But that's always a thought. So as well, I will always take several photos. Often I'll take a couple of vertical photos just in case, horizontal photos just in case, maybe even square photos, so that you don't have to crop them later for Instagram or anywhere else that you want to use them. But that might be an idea. Do you have the studio but wouldn't know how to put your thumbnail on there either? Lenny's TV. There's always a space when you're looking at how to when you're uploading a video, and especially after it's uploaded, there's a place there where it asks for a thumbnail you can click. If you'd like to, at the end of today's live stream, if you could stick around for another hour and a half or so, then I can go through a small tutorial and I'll find something I can upload or show you where the thumbnail places are. Thank you, that Blue Moon. And then thank you, Soleil, as well. James Tamboro, we're 2 hours earlier than today, so it should be 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We're almost back to standard time. Yeah, AC469, that's okay. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. I know what you mean, but I'm not too worried about it. JD Knight 7's willing to run playlists as well. And Scratch and Pete PA, thank you for reminding everybody to give a thumbs up. It really does help the stream. I'll appreciate it. Gibbery's World. Should I get a MacBook Pro or a new camera? That's an interesting choice. You have to decide what's right for you. I've been filming with the same iPhone I've been using for 3 or 4 years now. And the phone is 5 or 6 years old, as a matter of fact. And my videos are doing just fine. I've got a video that's got almost 50,000 views on it that was filmed with that phone. I've got videos on other channels that I filmed with that phone that have 250,000 views. So the camera may not be your biggest trouble. If you find yourself being held back by your computer equipment, then that might be on the top of the priority list. So for instance, for myself, my computer was very much overdue for an upgrade, so I just got a new one. I hope to put up a video about that shortly, but it's just a basic unboxing and setup video. But that's the decisions that have to be made, right? I don't recommend anybody spending all kinds of money on equipment if you don't have the budget or if you don't have to, but you have to prioritize, right? So if you find you're going to be held back, or there's things that you can't do, you can't improve because you're held back, that might be a way of determining what is on the top of your equipment list when it comes time to start upgrading. That's cool, AC469. James Tamboro. While you are being very generous, saying anybody can use your videos for now, you may not feel that way after you have some more success, right? What happens with a lot of times is you can't plan for success. And if you give permission to people to use things now, you may not be able to take that back. So it's something to consider, but it is a generous thought. So let me spin, and I will now add some names to the wheel. So I don't know if Vern's Junk Closet is still with us right now, but I'm going to put her channel up anyway because I want everybody to see it. She happens to be a member, but she's a very much loved and well-respected member of the community with over 4,000 subscribers. The thing about Vern is she's like absolutely a genuine person, this and that. We've become friends, but she shares all of her knowledge for the betterment of the entire community. So when she talks about I am your YT cheerleader, she's known as the YouTube cheerleader. She is motivating, inspiring, and encouraging. That's exactly what she wants to do. That's exactly what she does. And 4,000 subscribers says so. So she will share all of her knowledge in the same way that I try to do here. She allows people to connect in the same way that we do here. And she is actually inspirational in the creation of tuberchat. I met Vern's Junk Closet 8, 9, or maybe even 10 months ago and have been with her ever since. So I hope everybody will subscribe to her. And she's got a second channel. I'm just going to pull it up for a second. VMAX Show is her second channel. She's already almost halfway to the 1,000 that she needs. There's Vern's Junk Closet right there, and then she's got a bunch of other friendly faces there, including myself, and hopefully everybody will support her. Yeah, AC469. I'm not following a lot of that stuff anymore. I've been staying out of some of those streams lately. You know, I got to do what I got to do with Jeff, but I haven't been following a lot of the other stuff. I find myself a little bit too busy these days. Unmasked Lifestyle. This happens to be another silver member, and so their channel is added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not. Okay, thank you, James Tamburo. Yeah, I haven't seen Iceman in a while, but yeah, I don't know what to expect for that. So Unmasked Lifestyle is on the road to 900. Hopefully, everybody will subscribe to this channel and push them a little bit farther towards that goal. And okay, thank you, Declan Fans 2020. Hopefully, I haven't missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Occasionally, I get behind a little bit, but that's okay. So Unmasked Lifestyle, hopefully everybody will subscribe. I talk about this channel all the time because the thumbnails that she's done are spectacular, but she's an engaging and dynamic creator as well. And happens to be a member, but let me take that off the wheel. I'll add some channels to the wheel right now. And then Gibry's World, it's great to have you. I don't remember AC469 whether I actually know Gus or not. I worked in that the nightclub industry in Toronto for many, many years, so it's very possible that we crossed paths, but I don't remember specifically. I was going to add names, right? I put Too Fat, Too Furious up there. Maybe we'll get our moderators on there. I don't put Kira Walton as often as I should on here. Is Kira in here? I don't know if Kira's still in here. We got Scratch and Pete up there. Okay, James Tamburo. I thought you were leaving. Okay, James Tamburo, it's your turn to be on the wheel. If you're still going to be here, if not, that's fine too. I'll just move on and quickly. If not, I'll move on quickly. But here's okay. So Kira is here. 8097. Let me spin in another second here. Let me see if. Okay, yeah, I'll spin. I'll spin, and then we'll see who's still here. What's happening for adding channels. Here's the Murphy family. They happen to be another silver member. So their channel is added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not, but they happen to be a generous contributor to the small YouTuber community at large and as well here at tuberchat. A bit of that, AC469 and working in general, but tuberchat keeps me busy and I'm trying to work on a couple more things as well now. So hopefully everybody's doing well, meeting new friends and family members. And yeah, looks like everybody's doing well. AC469, yes, absolutely. So maybe we'll get through a few more channels a little bit faster now. Finding Happiness in All You Do has been here for a while, haven't they? Kira Walton. So Kira is in the chat as a moderator. This is Kristen Walton's daughter, and that makes her my BFF forever. We all live together in Niagara Falls, Canada, but they are always with me in the chats here at tuberchat. Kira has her own channel. Hopefully we're going to get her posting a little more frequently, but she has a mixture of different content on her channel, including some video gaming live streaming, and she's got some unboxing videos and these flight lessons and a few other things as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. She's on the road to 400. And then it looks like everybody's having a good time connecting. So what can I do for adding names to the wheel here? Let's get Finding Happiness in All You Do here. Muscle car appraisal. We haven't had muscle car appraisal up on the screen in a while. Let me spin. Rebecca Rose in the house. Yeah, AC469. So in Jeff's case, doing product reviews, he says product reviews, right? But the truth is, it's not just that it's a review. Jeff is a do-it-yourself guy, right? So he was able to take some of the new Ring cameras when they first came out. He just wanted a camera for his place. It had nothing to do with making a video, but he decided to make a video of it. So it's not just a product review, but the fact that he's a do-it-yourself guy and was able to, first of all, review the product, but also show people how to install it and then fix problems with it and things like that. That's the magic in what Jeff has done. And that's why Jeff is like destined to be so successful, in my opinion, because he can do things that not everybody can do. But YouTube is a great place for somebody like that to be able to share their knowledge and then benefit from it, right? Well, okay, forgive me, AC469. I'm just going to remove that one message because I don't want to encourage anybody to use clickbaiting. It's against YouTube's community guidelines, but as well, I don't want to recommend that because here I'm encouraging everybody to grow their channels with very strong and solid foundations. And clickbaiting isn't, I don't know, maybe it can make a video fly, but in the long term, I don't think it's going to give the right kind of success that everybody's chasing here. So it's not that big a deal, but I don't want to encourage that. Product reviews are a great idea, yes, for almost anybody if it's appropriate for their channel. There are some people who have very specific niches. So in the case of a lottery scratching channel, they would not necessarily, get a new iPhone and then do a review of it on their channel because it may not be appropriate for their channel, depending on, their feelings about it. But product reviews like AC469 is talking about can be a great idea. That's why I do them. I do recommend it for most creators that are doing any kind of variety because there's lots of ways to monetize that as well. TYI on demand. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. I'm not sure. I think this is your first time with TuberChat, so please forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect here, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. Looks like you've already got the hang of it, but you can reach out to anybody you'd like to, and if you meet people one by one and take your time, follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. So this is Finding Happiness in All You Do. They're officially on the road to 100. I'm sure YouTube is playing the same game with them as it is with everybody. So hopefully everybody will subscribe to this channel and push them a little bit farther, because when you're aiming for a goal or a milestone like 100, you want to be pushing a little bit farther. You want to aim for like 110, so that when you get there, if YouTube takes a little bit away, you've still got your 100 locked in. Well, hopefully everybody will help Finding Happiness in All You Do get a little bit closer. Muscle car appraisal. We're going to have a look at your channel for the first time in quite a while. Orion Technical and Technology, good to see you here. It's your first time with TuberChat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. This is Muscle Car Appraisal. Now, I'm just assuming that because it's been so long since you've actually been up on the screen or here, YouTube has done their glitching and purging and taken that connection away, because we would already have been connected. Muscle Car Appraisal has been here many times. So I'm going to take your latest video, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment. I'll give you a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. And I'll subscribe to you. And in that way, I'll make sure that our subscription sticks. And then hopefully you are also subscribed to TuberChat. You must be, because you're here all the time, or you're often enough. And hopefully you have the bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Viviana Lukendo 25, thank you for coming in. And TYI on demand, I'm happy to have you here. And then Orion Technical and Technology, thank you for coming in as well. Hopefully you're feeling welcome, and hopefully you'll get some value out of your time here at TuberChat and meet some new friends and family members for your channel. TuberChat is not a sub for sub network, but everybody is expecting to subscribe to your channel after you subscribe to theirs. For anybody who's newer to TuberChat, you'll find that a lot of the channels that come here often or have been here many times before will hesitate before going to a new channel, because they want to watch how you interact with everybody in the chat and make sure you're going to be genuine before they will connect with you. So the object for everybody here at TuberChat is to go first. But if you happen to be newer to TuberChat, please don't be shy. Make the first move, visit other creators, watch their video, give them a comment and a like, subscribe to them, and then come back here and let them know you've done that, and then they'll turn around and do the same for you. Simply Royce, it's great to have you in the house. Simply Royce is a silver member, so their channel is always added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not. But it's great to have you here. And then Just Vlogging Life is coming up now. Okay, that's no problem, Orion Technical and Technology. What you'll find, though, people won't likely connect to you, even if you offer to get back to them, because TuberChat works the opposite. Everybody's expecting you to go first. But when you can have a time that you can come back to TuberChat, you'll hopefully find a lot of success meeting new friends and family members. JCC Tube, good to have you back in the house. So Just Vlogging Life happens to be a gold member. What that means is that their channel, first of all, gets added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not, and their link gets dropped once every 30 minutes or so by Nightbot, as we've seen. They're on the road to 200, just barely shy. So hopefully everybody will connect with this channel and we'll get them a little bit closer and hopefully get them over that 200 and get it locked in. We know the games that YouTube's been playing with purging and glitching and everything else these days. So it takes a little bit more to get something officially locked in. I'm just pausing a couple things here so I can give my internet connection a little bit of a break. And hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. Black Brand Friday, good to see you back in the house as well. Jolly Pasquale. Sorry, I don't. Jay Rumpy from last podcast before the world explodes. There you go. Okay, Jolly Pasquale. Very cool. Very fun name for a channel, but it's good to have you back. Anybody's welcome to come in. For those of you who, yeah, we do have big jobs coming up, AC469. If anybody does have more than one channel that you're working on, you're absolutely welcome to bring them into tuberchat. The only thing I ever ask is that you treat them separately. So each channel must be treated separately where you are still connecting genuinely with people. And in that way, you may find yourself with different subscribers on both channels. Some will be the same, many will be different. But that way we keep the whole tuberchat environment fair for everybody. But I absolutely welcome it because when I was starting tuberchat, Melda and Amra family, Vern's Junk Closet, Happy Lux, and many other growth streams allowed me to come in with both channels and do exactly that. That's how we got them going so quickly. Here's JD Knight 7. Pasquale's actually your name. That's interesting. Very cool. Here's JD Knight 7. JD Knight 7 has been with tuberchat from the beginning, maybe even as early as episode number 1. They were previously featured, and that's quite some time ago. They've been here that long, so hopefully everybody will subscribe to this channel on the road to 3,000 subscribers. So there's obviously much to be learned here as well. Okay, thank you very much. Finding happiness in all you do. Yeah, Jolly Pasquale, it's catchy, right? It's it could sound like a stage name or any kind of performer name, I think. It's catchy, that's for sure. It's a great name because whether it's just that it rhymes or that it's so fun, probably makes it stick in people's heads. That's a great idea. I should add some names to the wheel, right? Rebecca Rose has been here for a while. Spin. We'll get another channel up here. Moving a little bit faster now. So here's James Tamboro. Another channel the tuberchat should be subscribed to and is not. So I'm assuming again that this is the glitching and purging that's going on. So again, we'll reconnect this channel. Or is it that we haven't had your channel on the screen before? This might be the longest time that you've been with tuberchat. I'm just going to see if I can find a 10-minute video if you've got one. I think I found one. Maybe not. I just like to go for about 10 minutes just so I can give everybody a few minutes of watch time, right? Let's see what I can find here. Still looking, still looking. I did see a 7-minute video somewhere. I'll grab that if I have to. But I'd like to give you a little bit more if I can. Here we go, 7:19. I'll take this. So I'll add that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I will watch your video in full. I'll give you a meaningful, genuine comment. I will give you a thumbs up, of course, because we should always be doing that for each other. And then I'll subscribe to your channel again. And hopefully this time we'll make sure that that connection sticks. And I'm pretty sure that you have got tuberchat subscribed. Hopefully you have the bell on as well. We always are here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So let me spin. We'll get another channel up here. And then, yeah, James, if you went to my personal channel, I'll connect with you after there as well. Now we're going to look at PA. AC469, lots of people play other people's videos on their live streams. And I don't know the truth about how well the YouTube algorithm works for copyright when it comes to running a video within, let's say, a stream. If you just plainly use a piece of somebody's video, often it'll come up in your copyright tab, and then you can do something about it if you want to. You can either approve it or deny it. But I don't know the truth about what exactly is right or wrong when it comes to like things like reaction videos and stuff like that. But my understanding is the creator that you're talking about has been on for a long, long time. So Scratch and Pete, this is PA, who has been in tuberchat as a moderator for quite some time now, but has officially decided to launch the channel. And here's the trailer. It's going to be premiered right before tuberchat on Monday. So what will happen is for everybody that can be here right at the beginning of the live stream on Monday for tuberchat, 15 minutes before our live stream, we're going to watch Scratch and Pete's trailer and give them a little bit of a head start. And hopefully everybody will support this channel, especially for the fact of all that they do for us here at tuberchat, helping moderate the chat. It really does benefit everybody. But I'm looking forward to it. And it looks like everybody's having a good time connecting, which is cool. Blood Dragon, I should have had you on the wheel a while ago. I didn't put you on. Maybe I thought you were gone. Finding happiness in all you do. Did I put your channel up? Pardon me just for a second. Okay, I can't remember for the life of me whether I put that up. I'll put it up again. Becky Patois Pickney needs to be here. Finding happiness in all you do. I just, for the life of me, I feel like we looked at your channel and I can't be sure, so I want to make sure I didn't skip over you. Oh, unless you left. Oh, you did. You had to go. Okay, so I won't. Pareto's Productions. Thank you for coming in. And thank you, PA, for reminding everybody to thumbs up. JCC Tube. I want to see Jolly Pasquale. Vicky Patois Pickney's there. Okay, let's spin. We'll get another channel up. I don't know if Eve Belize is still here. I'll put it up and then we'll see. And if not, I'll just move on quickly. Here's Eve Belize, who happens to be a member, so I add their channel to the wheel as soon as I see them. And then Ferdinand Surge has been here for a little while. I haven't had your channel on the wheel yet. So, yeah, Eve Belize. Okay, Eve Belize, just let me know if you're still here, please. And I will put you back up. But hopefully everybody has already connected to Eve Belize, or you will. She's a generous supporter in that she runs playlists as well, swaps playlists. If anybody in the chat is willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat, and hopefully other creators should reach out to you to make those arrangements. And if not, then if you see somebody saying that, hopefully you will reach out to them and you can make those arrangements independently. Now, I'll bet you that Rebecca Rose is on my watch later list because I haven't cleared it yet. Let me look down here. Yeah, Rebecca Rose right there. So because I haven't gone through the watch later list, we're not connected yet, but we will be. I will go through it in the next 24 hours, 100% for sure. Let me get back to where I was there. And then Jolly Pasquale's got some silly videos. I still can't. I still laugh every time I see in my mind the warehouse video from last podcast before the world explodes. I just can't stop laughing when I think about it. So there's Rebecca Rose. So forgive me, Rebecca Rose. Hopefully you saw what I said. I haven't cleared my watch later list, so I still have your video in there. This one, the fall bucket list ideas, and I will in the next 24 hours, 100%, I will watch that video in full, and I will make sure we're connected. And then Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs. It's good to see you back. Here's Ferdinand Surge. Let's have a look at this channel and see what you got going on for us today. First thing I got to do is put your bell on. But it's good to have you back. This must only be the second time we've had your channel on. There's GTA. I love Grand Theft Auto. I don't play enough. I don't find the time. Pardon me, but I do enjoy that game. And then Rebecca Rose. Yeah, every time you're here, as long as you're here for a little while, you'll be featured. So yeah, just forgive me for that. Like I said, I typically go through my watch later list every day after the live stream within 24 hours. And this time I've gotten myself behind. Hakeem, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. But we'll be connected. In Rachel's place is in the house. Thanks for coming in. She happens to be a member, so we put her channel on the wheel right away. Simply Royce is still up there. Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs. So typically what happens, I have this robot over here called Botissimo, and it's similar to Streamlabs or Nightbot or the other ones that you see. And what it does is it keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. So once you've been here for a little while, it keeps track. I decide the order of how everybody gets added to the wheel, and then eventually you get added to the wheel. It usually takes between half an hour and 45 minutes, but sometimes it can be longer. The reason why is because we always have a featured channel of the day at the beginning of the live stream for about 10 minutes. And then I go through some of the members. So silver and gold members of the channel get added to the wheel at the beginning of the live stream, whether they're here or not. And then any other members get added the second I see them in the chat. So it's not that anybody has to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. You absolutely don't have to. I'm not going to change the way I do the live streams just because we're monetized now. But in the case of super chats and memberships, I will just let those people skip the line and get onto the wheel or onto the screen right away. Here's let me get Vegan Realist on the wheel. I don't know why I didn't have you on there already. JCC Tube is another creator that is willing to swap playlists, so you can reach out to them. And anybody in the chat could just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. And hopefully other creators should reach out to you to make those arrangements independently. And then when you see somebody say they're willing to swap playlists, if you're willing, please reach out to them. And like I said, everybody's free to make those arrangements independently, of course. So I'm moving on a little bit faster now. Let me spin. Oh, Eve Belize is still here. I pulled your channel off quickly. I put you up on the screen, but I went away pretty quick. I'll put Eve Belize back up for a quick second as soon as we're done with Becky Patois Pickney here that I'm going to put up right now. I thought you were gone. So here's Becky Patois Pickney. This is another newer connection for TuberChat. They only found us about a week ago. However, they already are into swapping playlists. So if anybody wants to swap playlists with them, theirs is very short right now at only an hour and a half or 2 hours. But if anybody is willing to swap playlists, please reach out to them. And you can make those arrangements, of course. They're well over 100 subscribers. They've got it nice and locked in. They're on the road to 200. Hopefully we're pushing them a little bit farther today. Let's get Pareto's Productions on the wheel. Food Fight Showdown is in the house. Good to see you here always. Yeah, Eve Belize, sorry. I know people have to go in and out to connect often. And so what I usually do is just say, if I'm going to pull the channel off quickly, I still put it up anyway, but I just say we'll move on quickly. And then if I see you again, I'll just put it back up. So let's get Eve Belize for a quick second. This, like I said, is another dynamic creator, and then hopefully everybody will connect with them. They've got their 1,000 very much locked in, 1,100 already, but, or is that right? Yeah, 1,100 already, but hopefully we're pushing you a little bit closer to the 2,000 that must be on your mind. And then Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs is talking about swapping playlists as well. If anybody wants to reach out to me personally, I swap playlists as well, even though I'm monetized, but I'll do it with my personal channel if you want. You can reach out to me on Instagram, all one word, TuberChat, and then we can make those arrangements. And then as soon as I get Jolly Pasquale up here, I'm going to take the video you're talking about and put it in my watch later list. Sub ICM. Let me get you up onto the wheel as well. I'll spin. And then, like I said, hopefully everybody has connected with Eve Belize or Will. And then JD Knight 7 is willing to swap playlists as well. Here's Jolly Pasquale right now. Okay, we're going to see this Swally video. I don't run videos while I live stream, but I will take a look at what that video is. I'll add it into my watch later list just so that while I'm going through it, I can check out the video you're talking about. So you've got, now, here's the, oh, I actually made a mistake searching. Now maybe it will come up. There it is. Ah, you got the video ready to go right away. So let me pull the channel up first of all. There's the video. Did I see this? Did you have this video on the? That's the video. That's the video that you had. Did you just change the name of the channel? Because I thought you said this is another video. Copyright music is okay if it's a copyright claim. It just means that the artist will get paid. So when you're monetized, you won't get paid for that video. The artist will get paid at least the AdSense money. But I have lots of copyright music on my channel. I used to be a DJ, remixes that I did years ago, and the artists will get paid for those songs. But I'm, of course, happy with that. I got paid for them 20 years ago, so it doesn't matter. Here's the video I want to see. Squally, add that into my watch later list. I gotta see this again. This is what I was talking about earlier. I gotta see this video. It makes me laugh. I had a job once where I worked not in a warehouse quite like that, but your video reminds me of my time working at that place. I didn't work there long. And hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. So let me spin. We'll get another channel up here. I know I'm moving quicker now, but we've been on for almost 2 hours. So here's Sabai. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's been a little while since we've had your channel up, so I will add this bell so that I can be notified from now on. And hopefully everybody will connect with this channel if you haven't already. They've been with us before, but it's been a little while. Oh, last podcast will only have podcasts. That makes sense. That's cool. I recommend to a lot of creators that at first you might start a channel similar to even my personal channel. And, lots of creators start with a variety channel. They just put a lot of different stuff up. Once you decide on a niche, or if especially your channel has a couple of videos that really take off, you might decide to do a niche you weren't expecting. You can break off into a second channel for that. But you got to make the right decision for yourself, right? In some cases, it might make sense to make your original channel much stronger first, maybe get past the 10,000 subscribers or even farther before starting a second channel. But in a lot of cases, making a second channel even before that point can be the right thing to do. Jaden, you're asking the same question several times. Kristen's monetization celebration is next Saturday after TuberChat. She will be doing StreamYard and probably doing a panel, but it should be a good time. We'll rate it when we're done with TuberChat that day. Tomorrow is the monetization party for Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo, and that we will raid right after TuberChat as well. So let me spin one more time, and we'll get another channel up here. Here's Pareto's Productions. Aaron Hockey, good to see you back. Thanks for coming in. Pareto's Productions, you've been here before, but this might be the first time that I'm putting your channel up on the screen. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll take this one here because it's 11 minutes long, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, in the next 24 hours, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up because we should always be doing that for each other. And then I will subscribe. And in that way, I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. Hopefully you're also subscribed to TuberChat already and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Aaron Hockey, hopefully everybody's doing good. I certainly am, and hopefully you are too. And let's get another channel up on the screen. Running for My Best Life. Good time to good name. I really like that name. It's very positive. Here's Vegan Realist. But running for my best life, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. So you can feel free to meet creators here if you'd like to. Everybody's willing to connect. You can just take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time if that's what you would like. And then again, TuberChat is always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but at different times so that we can reach different time zones around the world. Hakeemations. Is that another channel from Hakeem who was in here earlier? I'm just curious to know. And then Ferdinand, thank you very much for your kind words. I wish I was a little bit more fun. I know I tend to be very serious when we're talking about TuberChat, but my goal is to help everybody grow their channels, right, and make the best decisions, and just share our knowledge here so that we can all add everything that we learn together to what we already know, what we're going to continue to learn, so that we can all improve our channels and really start with a strong and solid foundation, myself included. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and I apply all the different things that I learn either here or outside to all the work that I do on all the channels that I run. Past Life Explorer, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. I was mentioning your channel earlier because Grinch 1984 was in here. Past Life Explorer has been with TuberChat many times. They've got they were a previously featured channel from TuberChat as well, but I always have a good time hanging out in their live stream. Same with Vegan Realist, because they always have engaging conversation going on in their StreamYard panels. Oh, and Hakeemations just changed the name, so that's cool. And then, yes, Running for My Best Life, absolutely, they should have thumbnails. My understanding is that they should be horizontal thumbnails because it's still a video. Even though it's meant as a short, it's still a video on the YouTube platform. So therefore, all videos have the same type of thumbnail where it's horizontal, 1920 by 1080 or whatever you want to call it. And that can be challenging because when you're making a vertical video, you might have to be creative about how you're going to make a thumbnail for that. There's lots of ways to do it, but what I was mentioning actually earlier today is you can plan for that in advance. So whenever I'm filming videos, I take some thumbnail photos at the beginning before I even start. If it's appropriate, I take some in the middle, in between takes while filming. And then if it's also appropriate, if there's a before and after scenario, I might take thumbnail photos at the end of the filming process to catch the finished product in the thumbnail, if that's what I'm doing. Fire Free, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. You're new to TuberChat, but it looks like you've already got the hang of what's going on here. Hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. The object in TuberChat is always to go first, so we are not a sub for sub network. The mentality here is that we believe wholeheartedly in giving to other creators and supporting them in the hopes that they will turn around and support us as well. And what we find is that we end up getting a lot more out of YouTube than we originally wanted in the first place by doing that. So what you'll find here is a lot of loyal and dedicated supporters. But for those of you who are newer to TuberChat, you might also find that it's up to you to make the first move. A lot of the channels that have been here many times before, or especially for months or are here every day, will not necessarily connect to a brand new channel until they watch you first and see how you interact with everybody to make sure you're genuine before they spend time connecting. So it's up to everybody to make the first move here. But if you're willing to do that, you visit a channel, watch their video, give them a comment, give them thumbs up, subscribe, and then come back here and let them know that you've done that, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for your channel. And hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. Let me spin. FFCRG, good to see you in the house. I think this is your first time with TuberChat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. So here's Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs, another channel that it seems YouTube has taken the connection away from. We're going to have to connect again. You're doing a great job of posting, that's for sure. So I'm just looking to see if I can find a 10-minute video. Here, 40 question challenge. So I'll take this video, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that 40 question challenge video. I'll give you a thumbs up because we should always be doing that for each other. And then I'll subscribe to you. And in that way, I'll make sure that the subscription, hopefully this time, sticks. And then as well, hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat. I'm sure that you are. You've been with us enough now that I'm sure that you have been. And then hopefully you've got our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then TYI On Demand is still here. Let me make sure you're on the wheel because you've been here for a while now. Simply Royce, it just won't come up, eh? Blood Dragon's the next channel to go up. I don't know if they're still here. I'll have to look. Let's get Blood Dragon up there. Simply Royce, I think, has been here almost the whole time. Their channel's been on the wheel since the beginning of the live stream because they're a silver member, and yet it still hasn't come around to them. Okay, thank you very much, Becky Patois Pickney. And Metrosonic, it's great to see you in the house, a 14-year veteran of YouTube. Metrosonic is here with us again. Blood Dragon, I've been hanging out in a couple of their live streams as well. It's interesting that it doesn't show the red lines when we first pull up the thing. Oh, maybe the one from today. Was it today? I thought it was this morning I was with you in a live stream. Maybe it didn't process yet. When you do long live streams, like you can see some of these are 2 hours, 4 hours. Sometimes it takes almost a day to process. So Blood Dragon, I don't know if you're still here. If you're still here, let me know, but I'm going to move on quickly otherwise. Jaden Saw 28 is here with us. Here's TYI On Demand. This is a new connection for TuberChat. So I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. You're well over 1,000 subscribers already. You've got that locked in. I'm going to take one of your latest videos, maybe just your latest one, but we'll see what's going on here. I could take a longer one. I like to aim for 10 minutes. Here, I'll take this. Add it into my watch later list, and then what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll give you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this Vlogtober video, and then I will give you a thumbs up because we should always be doing that for each other, and I'll subscribe to you, and in that way I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. And then hopefully you're also subscribed to TuberChat and you have your notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. We spin the wheel, I'll get another channel on, and Jaden Saw 28 has been on YouTube for 3 years now, which is great. My pleasure, TYI. Finally, Simply Royce. I don't even know if they're still here. We've been on for 2 hours, and they were here pretty much right from the beginning, I think. Finally, the wheel came around to them. But because they're a silver member, their channel gets added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not. So hopefully everybody will connect with this channel, officially on the road to 800. They swap playlists if anybody's willing to do that for the purpose of gaining watch hours. And then as well, they do the featured channels collaboration. The reason why I talk about the featured channels collaboration so often is because when you feature channels on your front page like this, you are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to their audience and the YouTube algorithm that you are worthy of being featured by them as well. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audience and on the YouTube algorithms. So I recommend it. And if anybody in the chat has featured tuberchat on their front page, please make sure that I know about it so I can return that favor, because I absolutely do that with both that channel and my own personal channel. And then playlist buddies, if you want to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you could do that as well. Food Fight Showdown's willing to do that, I know. Janelle Thompson, we don't do blue badges here. We don't do moderators, and we don't drop links. I only have a couple of moderators who actually moderate the chat, but we don't do any link dropping or any of that stuff here. TuberChat's a little bit different. Here is the opposite of most of the growth streams you might have seen, where you're expected to make the first move and connect with other creators, and then they will reconnect back with you. But if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. So I'll spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel up here. This is In Rachel's Place. This happens to be another member, so they get added to the wheel as soon as I see them. And they happen to be another generous creator. They do the swapping playlist collaboration. They also do the featured channels collaboration, as you can see right here. And they have been with tuberchat for several months now. So I hope everybody will connect with this channel. Well over 1,000 subscribers. And then I wonder if In Rachel's Place is still here. Blood Dragon, you are still here. That's great. Been here for quite some time today. Or in and out, but either way, that's great. USA Scratchers. Swapping playlists simply means that you are willing to run a playlist for another creator of videos, and they are willing to run your playlist. You're not obligated to sit and watch every second of every video. You're only obligated to run it. So what we do is make a playlist of all your videos. In your case, you would call it all of USA Scratchers, or binge watch USA Scratchers, for instance. No live streams, only regular videos. But everything all combined in one. And then you can imagine if you have a playlist of 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 or 20 or even more hours, and you get a lot of creators running that playlist for you, your hours can really stack up. But the reason why I push it so hard here on tuberchat is because that allows a friendship to get started when you've traded favors with another creator. And hopefully that friendship can flourish. And then what will happen is you'll find yourself being favored by the creators you've helped, and you will probably find yourself favoring the creators who have helped you as well. So it really has a big impact, and I've gained lots and lots of friends. This is how I've managed to monetize tuberchat so quickly. It took from May to the end of the summer. So May, June, July, August, September. Let's say 5 months, just to be safe, is how long it took to get tuberchat monetized from the time we did our first live stream. But part of that was swapping playlists, and then I did it with my personal channel. I'm still willing to swap playlists with my personal channel as well. So if anybody wants to do that, you can reach out to me on Instagram at all one word tuberchat, and we can make those arrangements. Ecstasy is back in the house. Good to see you here. I promised I was going to go through my watch later list yesterday. I haven't done it in the last 24 hours, but I will do it after today. So I'll make sure that we're connected. Shani and Ken, good to see you here. I think you've been here before, but I think it's your first time. I mean, sorry, I think it's not your first time. I think it's been a while, but or maybe it hasn't been that long. but I'm pretty sure you've been back. I love Kathy 138. Very cool. Thank you, Soleil, for coming back in. If anybody wants to swap playlists but hasn't done that yet, like if you've never swapped playlists and you're kind of just wondering exactly, even though I've describing, I may not be doing the best job of describing. If you want to reach out, Kristen Welton in the chat swaps playlists all the time, as do I. So you can reach out to either of us. You can reach out to her, or you can reach out to me on Instagram at all one word tuberchat, and I'll be happy to do it with you to show you how it's done, and then you can meet lots of other creators. We always have lots of people willing to run playlists here in tuberchat so that you can find lots of friends. And Michael's Adventures, for instance, is here. Michael's Adventures is always interested in swapping playlists. He's working on his hours as well, but is always willing to help other creators when it comes to swapping playlists. So let me spin. USA Scratchers is on the wheel right now. Here's USA Scratchers, and I'm just going to put your bell on. This must be only the second time we've had your channel actually up on the screen. Or for a while anyway. I started putting everybody's bells on a month or two ago, but I want to make sure I get everybody's bell on. It's fun to help each other too. That's right, TYI. So one of the things is, imagine a world, we're all chasing 1,000 subscribers, but imagine a world where you have 100 true friends on YouTube, right? Other YouTubers, but that are actually interested in seeing your channel succeed. They're happy for you when you post videos. They want to watch them. You meet each other in other people's live streams and you support each other in this and that. Wouldn't it be wonderful? Because every video you put out would get 100 views to give it a head start. That's really important. And it's not just about the numbers, but it's about the friendships. You can really give your channel a strong and solid foundation. Someday I hope we all have over 10,000 subscribers. And for those who wanted 100,000 and eventually 1 million and many more than that. But in the meantime, getting moving, the hardest part is getting your videos recognized by the YouTube algorithms. Your friends can help you. And that's why I push all of that stuff so much. YouTube is TuberChat is a meeting place where hopefully you can find lots of true friends for your channels. But it is fun. That's the best part about what has been happening ever since I started running TuberChat. I have lots and lots of friends now that I talk to off of the live streams, both on Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, and all that other stuff. And I hang out in a lot of live streams. Those of you who live stream probably know, because I probably have been in your live stream. Sometimes I only stay for 15 or 20 minutes because I'm out hitting as many live streams as I can to support as many people as I can. But it's wonderful to see that done. Mr. Fulton Mraz, great to have you in the house. Thank you very much for the share. I always appreciate that. Mr. Fulton Mraz has been with TuberChat since the beginning and always shares for us. Hackimations, Fire Free, Kathy 138, Sonic, and we'll get another channel up. Here's I Love Kathy 38. This happens to be a friend of ours. A friend of Kira's, which makes her a friend of ours. Happens to be a neighbor. This is Soleil, and Hopefully, we're going to get you close to the 30 subscribers that must be on your mind. You got 24 now. And Soleil obviously has a lot of different content on her channel. But since you're a new connection for tuberchat, I'm going to add your latest 11-minute video here into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is over the next 24 hours, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch your video in full. I will leave a meaningful, genuine comment for you. I will give you a thumbs up because we should always be doing that for each other. And then I'll subscribe, and then I will make sure that our connection sticks. And hopefully you're subscribed to tuberchat now as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. Are always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And USA Scratchers, it's my pleasure to have your channel up. Let's get another one here. Let's spin the wheel. Fire free. Okay, thank you, Metrosonic. Your channel might be a little bit newer, but you got a couple of popular words in your name. So what I can do is try adding quotes. See if I can catch this channel. I'm having trouble finding your channel, Fire Free. Have you got a video that you can tell me the title of that might help me find your channel a little bit faster? In the meantime, I will spin the wheel again. Hopefully it will come up to another name. And I'll wait, hopefully, to hear from Fire Free. Ha! It's going to go back to them. Okay, I'll pull it off. I'll just put them up after. I'll pull it off the wheel for now. But hopefully they'll help me find your channel. Hakeemations. This is a channel we're familiar with. This is Hakeem, but we've changed the name of the channel. Hopefully it's not too difficult to find. Sometimes when you change your name, it can make it difficult to find for a little while, and then it catches up with the YouTube algorithms. They got a Among Us video as well. That game is just really taken over, eh? So, 73 subscribers. Hopefully we can get you a little closer to 80. You're officially on the road to 100. So Metrosonic has left. Hopefully everybody will connect with Hakeemations if you haven't already. Oh, Fire Free might be gone. And hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. I'm just dropping a link in the chat now. I hope everybody will go and visit that link, and we will head over to House of X Entertainment Inc. who is a member of TuberChat. They are running a live stream right now, and we'll do a TuberChat raid. If everybody would just say TuberChat raid when you get there, and then we can continue connecting over there. We will go and visit It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey, and Yo, It's Your Boy Leo on their joint business channel right now. Thank you very much, everybody, for the time that you spent. We'll see you tomorrow, 2 hours earlier than today. We'll have TuberChat, and we will raid Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo's monetization celebration afterwards. And I will see you over at House of X Entertainment Inc. right